Hello and welcome back. Today we are continuing with the Fanhome Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord. We are now up to part 76, which is the Pterodon wings. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. It is building time. Right, so let's bring in our tools. Put those to one side. Let's get this opened. Now there are two, what do they call it? Hinge spindles. Now these have been a bit like the batteries in that they were. Where did I put them? There we go. So I stored them safe. So you come with two hinge spindles. However, these were packed separately from this. Whether that's the case with the monthly subscriptions or not, I don't know. But with mine, these were packed separately in the box. So just to be warned, to be careful that they might be floating around in a box somewhere. Let's get this opened. And let's get our wings. So the wings are just an ABS plastic, which is a little disappointing. I think these could have done with being a die-cast metal, and I don't see necessarily why they couldn't have been a metal. But I guess it is what it is. We get some tiny little washers and a pack of screws. I'm going to get the one pack of screws. So that's nice. And our pack of washers. So they don't call them washers, do they? They call them bushings. But it's all the same thing in the end. Anyway, so the first stage is to take our spindles and through the bottom of the left wing, which is 76.1. That's that one. That's that one. As far as I can tell, there isn't a marking to denote which is which, and you just need to compare them against the so this should be 76.1. Sounds like a radio station. So we need one of our spindles, and this goes through the bottom hole in the base of the left wing as shown. Ensure the widest section at the bottom is embedded inside the housing. So is it saying it wants? I'm not sure if it necessarily matters, but okay, somebody. There is no way these go through the wings. Ah, okay. So these two have been packed, but they are not the ones. It's these two here. So I'm not quite sure what those ones are for yet. Maybe they're for the next part. I don't know. That was weird. Okay, so pushing from the bottom up, and it looks like the instructions want this wider section to go at the bottom. The wider section at the bottom is embedded inside the housing, leaving the end of the spindle poking out. So this should go in like that. So that is way too far. That appears to be about right, I guess. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's one, and then we do the same on the other one. It wants us to. Oh, we'll do that one. No, it wants the bushes next, so it puts these spindle bushes over each one, and then this comes in, and this one should just fit here, like so. It appears to. Oh, it's opened. Yep. Okay, so that appears to fit like that. We should then have a. Get these bits out because we don't need them. So I think once these wings are done, bar the feet, which are often the Mastodon's guns or cannons or whatever you want to call them, this pterodactyl is done and will be the first Zord we've fully completed essentially. Okay, so first up, slide the connecting piece, which is 76.3. That's right. That one's right. This one's left. Okay. And one of these goes up through the center, supposedly. That can't be right. Maybe it's going. As far as I can see, it actually is. Oh, I see it. And these are obviously going to be clips for connecting it to the Tyrannosaurus. Oh, that's a nice touch. It looks like they will fold down. So that connects on. That will go over like so. Supposedly, if my understanding is correct. Bring in our screwdriver. Yeah, and then this will screw down into place. And then that I like. After a couple of videos of where I've done nothing but complain about little bits and pieces on this, that's a nice little touch. I wasn't expecting that. That's a nice way of doing the connectors. Anyway, we then want one of these. Are they both the same? No. That one goes down like so. Bring in our screwdriver. Screw that into place. There we go. That's that in. After having said something are good, I will say I'm a little disappointed. It doesn't appear that we are getting screw covers for these screws here. Again, I think maybe we should have had these ones as well, just to have tucked them away a little. Given, you know, they're the little things which I feel are essentially missing from this. That the tiny little things here and there really would have elevated this just a little bit more. And I feel that given the price you're paying for this, that those sort of things should have been done. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So we're doing the same as we did before. That comes up. That goes over like so. Get our screwdriver. And there we go. Folds down, get our last screw, push the spare one away with that, this. So I've been thinking as we get closer to the completion of these Zords, when I will actually do videos looking at the individual Zords, and I think I will do, after everything's been built and assembled, I'll do videos looking at the Zords properly, rather than, you know, fully showing them off at the end of a assembly video. So those open and close, and there we have our pterodactyl done. This is now essentially complete bar the cannon feet bits, but yeah, other than that, this is essentially done and it's looking nice. But as I said, I will do proper videos fully looking at the completed Zords at the end once all of them have been assembled. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, stay safe and may the power protect you.